Hi, I'm Cindy Cisneros, and this is the Create Well Minute Cast, episode 130. And today's episode is about creativity and mental health rolling with resistance. Rolling with resistance is maybe something you've heard in mental health, maybe is something you've heard in mindfulness before. What we're going to talk about here is its application to you as a creative person. So I want to start with an illustration of that moment that we have as creative people when you are between activities. And sometimes you're between big activities, sometimes you're between more routine activities. Using a routine activity as an example, you could be like about to get out of the car, about to get out of bed, up out of a chair. And there's that moment of something looming before you that you need to do, where you just feel that resistance, that pressure, that I don't wanna, right? You feel kind of stuck in the moment you're in before you go into the next moment. This is the resistance that you feel in the changing of a stasis. So backing up, living things, specifically human beings, but even more specifically you as a creative person, feel resistance to a change in stasis. In other words, your body and mind are in a place, most especially a lower energy place, and they're naturally resisting going to a new place, most especially a higher energy place. Now, we've talked about concepts of resistance, changes in stasis, concepts like allostasis, powerful senses, powerful emotions, and creative people in some of these blog posts before. So if you're interested in more about any of those concepts, all of which apply in this case, please type in the little search box things like highly sensitive people or allostasis or sensory perception, and you'll get more information about those concepts. But suffice to say, creative people, due to their powerful senses and emotions, also have powerful levels of involvement in their experiences. And so you may have experienced this in a diagnosed way. You may have been told you're a highly sensitive person. You may have been told you have ADHD. You may have been told things that are detrimental and difficult to deal with as part of your life experience. But this may or may not apply to every creative person. What does apply to every creative person is, in a powerful way and a gift to you as a creative person, your investment in your life experiences makes you able to live your life experiences in this really full way, which is a boost to your creativity. And this is something that you can reclaim and really embrace in your life. But a side impact of that is this difficulty in changing from one period of stasis to another period of stasis. So I'm going to give you just a quick reminder of what I mean by stasis. So you may have heard things like homeostasis. You may be familiar with things like the body prefers to be within a certain temperature range. This is a type of stasis. It needs to be with a certain range of hydration. This is a certain type of stasis. We've talked about before allostasis, which is a type of, when we talked about particularly changes with the pandemic and the environment and stress. Allostasis has to do with stressors within the environment. All of these things prefer to be within living things, but creative people and humans especially, balanced, and we naturally prefer not carrying additional stressors or needs. And when we've reached that balanced state, we don't prefer to move from a state of balance, whether big or small. And so if you've reached a moment of stasis and your body is at rest, it's difficult to disrupt and ask your body to go someplace else that's going to be temperature different, or require your body to be hungry, or require you to expend more energy, or to work harder, and so on. So let's review. If as a creative person, you've been given the message that your powerful feelings are problematic and that you should change them, for example, in this specific situation, this powerful feeling that it's difficult to change from one space to another space, one activity to another activity, transition from one thing to another, reminder, it's difficult for you because of your powerful emotions, powerful feelings, powerful senses, and recognize that those things are part of who you are as a creative person, and to embrace and understand those features is healthier for you rather than wasting energy and fighting them. And so when it comes to this resistance, we look again, as we often do in creativity counseling and coaching, to the methodology of mindfulness as a technique to embrace your creative personality. And remember that because of who you are and how you are designed as creative people, that when you're experiencing this powerful feeling of resistance, this is part of life. It's not a brokenness in you, and it's not unnatural. It's just a part of your experiencing. So mindfulness is a lot about experiencing that resistance, allowing it to happen, recognizing it as it's happening, understanding that all parts of our experiences are meaningful, contributing to our lives in a meaningful way. There is lots to be learned when it comes to mindfulness and how mindfulness works and what the techniques are. And if these ideas of nurturing rather than fighting with your creative personality and using techniques like mindfulness and empowering yourself rather than denying yourself your natural tendencies as a creative person to flourish are things that are speaking to you, I have many more resources and much more information I would love to share with you. Feel free to get in touch with me through my website, through any of the links on this page, and I will put a list of resources below. Hope this was helpful. Thanks, guys. Bye.